Without further ado, let's get into this pistol round.
Oh, the run boost, the fast play out of Spawn. Apex can't pick Dupree from the air, and he lands right at his feet. Great shot. ZywOo can't follow up. It's Nevera picking one kill from the heavens, and Magis has still made it towards hell. That info's granted to Vitality. They know he's here, and they heard ZywOo firing back. This time it hits. The ramp play comes through for Astralis. Nevera dropping out of heaven, and Bubsky trying to catch him. It's a messy shot. He can't kill him. Nevera with the kill, and the bomb drop, but Shocks with the flank from lower. It's Device down on B on his own with no bomb.
Right, this is someone that we wanted to keep an eye on here. Armed with the P250 and a 1v3 on the plate. It's not going to happen. RPK.
So they're going to try and wrap main quick by the looks of things. And he sees him at a range. Device flying in, buys time for Glaive to cross, but into the Fatness and MP9 he goes. Nevera dinked, but it doesn't matter as the round is clean as can be for Vitality. Nevera making a lot of money as well.
That Astralis were looking for. Shocks on the corner, only with this MP9. But as mentioned, he's had a terrific tournament and he's not looking to slow down. He mops up Device, not favored, and Glaive swung onto by ZywOo. That comes as a surprise, right? Device was able to get down secret with no one contending him. So suddenly the presence of ZywOo outside puts the fear in Astralis. They go down the ramp in towards B, but guess who's already here waiting in the wings? It's this dynamic duo of ZywOo and Shocks. ZywOo keeps it in the advantage of the Frenchman, and the SMGs do deliver. It's going to be 3 on the board for Vitality.
Smokes once again. They look good. It's nice. Apex covered off in the garage, still tapping away. Device firing back as he sees the traces appear in Nevera flash, but he's fully blinded by ZywOo. It lands in front of him. Bit of miscom for Vitality.
Advantage, because even though they've only got the pistol armor, they're not to be underestimated, man. This is Astralis. They're going back up the vent. They're trying to surprise RPK, but nothing surprises this famous king. The 2 remaining players are both here next door to Apex, and him and ZywOo are going to mop it up. It's 4 on the board for Vitality. That was a 3-on-4, and it ends with 2 surviving.
Smokes. ZywOo watching on the edge. Here they bloom. Glaive is going to go through towards main. ZywOo has no idea. Nevera with his back turn. Free kill for Glaive. He's going to double back. He knows ZywOo's outside, who just popped a flash, and Dupree has popped the face of Apex as RPK is cornered at the back of the site. Glaive running him down, and Dupree running through smokes as they dissipate. ZywOo with a kill. Surely not a 2v5, but Glaive has run back and been caught on his retreat. The bomb has been planted, but this retake is looking tantalizing for the Frenchman. They throw these smokes, it's all a fake. They know that Vitality have respected that information play. Shocks spots him entering the lobby. And Nevera, he enters the lobby as well, pushed in for a kill. Apex is down in lower, confirming that no one is in B, and the bomb on Dupree spotted as he gets that pick.
Yeah, and that's going to cause the Astralis to just hit the go pedal. Out they go down through the vent and into Apex, man. He's not giving this one up. He locks in that round with ZywOo. So Astralis, they've got this ramp control, but they don't have anything else past it. They try and get down into B, and to their demise, Glaive with this lurk down through secret from earlier on has secured a double. Instead, he's fighting. He's trying to deal with these players at ramp. ZywOo is moving in for the kill, and there he is with the deagle. Doesn't even use the AWP. ZywOo will have to duck down secret. That flash is to set Nevera up. He does go peeking in, but Device is there, and now they get this info. We get to see the head-to-head. Device versus ZywOo on the outside cross. Shocks is pushed into lobby in the meantime. Bubsky's the dead man walking, and that's him removed from the round. Glaive has opened up into A, but Shocks was in the lobby, remember. This is info that they have, and there he is emerging from the hut. 7 on the board for Vitality. It goes all that utility now. RPK, he is so blind, but has Molly it off, and now they try and go ramp into ZywOo, right? Shocks here as well. This is a terrifying duo to go running into. And it doesn't end well for Astralis. Dupree and Device left in the 2v3, and look at ramp. It is swarmed by Vitality in an instant. The moment they get that bomb, ZywOo still flawless. This is up against Astralis, for crying out loud.
They know we're going ramp. They know it's an A fake with that kind of set piece. Glaive, there's a barrel. Apex has seen it. He knows he's on the corner. Quick spray as Glaive switches weapons, and he gets punished. Dupree trying to trade. Can Apex escape? Does he even want to as he sits behind red? Peeking out with a flash. Another for Apex. The spray is finished off by Dupree. Vitality is sitting back and relaxing. There's only one man on this A site, RPK. We know how good he is at anchoring this top position, but Nevera is now coming for support, so RPK doesn't need to shine. It's Nevera with a double, pushing forward, chasing down Astralis, finally killed, but RPK keeps the round intact.
For this CT side, I tell you what, man, you need more than what Astralis have given us right now. They're never even making a dent. They're never even getting close. Apex has just dropped the bomb. Now you got this lower rotate. Matches with the Deagle. Gets bested by Zywoo's USP. Bobski in with his chance, and there's the double up. He has been quiet all first half long. And that little two-piece there was a 2v4. Now gets very, very tantalizing for Astralis. Look at Device. This fight in the vent matters so much. Zywoo drops in, and RPK follows.
Waiting for those fade on the smokes. Vitality see outside. They know there's no one there right now. There's a flash. Zywoo goes back in and catches Device with nades in his hand. So Molotov to credit smoke in main. Apex is looking to bring that pain, but it's only a bit of damage. Dupree traded by the orb. Nevera pushed in the heart again. This CT aggression on this top side has been fabulous for Nevera, and he even spotted a second player there. Glaive is coming in on a heaven wrap, but he needs this kill, and RPK will not allow it. It's Glaive in a clutch. Surely not.
Shox is so aware, man. He's just waiting. Glaive should be dead, and he is. Shox posted on the angle. It's a push and prod, even a team like Astralis.
That's crazy.
And then you've got Apex, who, you know, as we know him as this wild entry fragger. Whoa, there's a smoke there, for crying out loud. And he doubles up through it. He don't see smokes. What is happening, Zywoo? I just said some games, you know, you don't even know he's there, but this one, oh, you really do. He's trying to navigate this one up through the vent, but waiting in heaven. Where there's one orb, there's so often another. And there it is. Shoxy will deliver it. All 5 kills.
He stopped. There was there's a little gap. You can probably see feet right under that smoke. That's why Zywoo's hitting those first 2 shots. He finds, I think it was Bubski on the fade as well. Like, yeah, smokes rendered differently on client than they do in spectator. Everyone sees them a little bit different, but that's just unreal for Zywoo. Absolutely beautiful work.
With it, well, you know, it might be your turn now to do that with French Counter-Strike. It might be your turn to do that with Vitality, because they are dismantling Astralis right now. Nevera and Shoxy have absolutely wiped out this upper hit. Device left in the 1v5. They keep asking him to clutch, and he's always coming up short. Is Device pressured from main? There's the secret wrap, and Vitality 12-2 up at the end.
If Zywoo never gives up the angle, Nevera, here's the flash, Shox with a blind shot, Glaive crossing, but not for long. One player made it down. Is that info apparent? Device is running, and there's the shot. Poor Bubski picked apart as Zywoo finds a double. And Device,
he's looking for anything, man. He'll take anything that Vitality are willing to give up. But RPK and Nevera, they hold their own. Vitality very, very much commanding this game right now. There has been nothing that would have convinced you that Astralis can pull this back, and so I just need you guys to do it as well, and then we'll be good. But then there's Zywoo coming in with the side swipe, saying, nah, mate, get out of the A site. Him and Apex open up, and there's Nevera to close it out. Bomb now going down. Bobski and Device left in the 2v4.
To retake as Vitality, a pistol on top of a 13-2 half. Brutal scenes, and no reason why they would stop, slow down, or give any room to Astralis. For no stopping, no slowdown, full commit into A. They're speeding out the door.
And they melt these players in the site. For Astralis, you're already looking at saving now. There's a lot of damage done. Bubski's trying to capitalize, and he will come in with a double. He's turned this into the 2v2, but Apex just chasing him down, keeps this in favor. Bail Astralis out of this one. Out through heaven, flash down, and hit him right beneath him. Hidden right under Glaive's nose is the IGL of the other side, but it doesn't matter because Shox is going to snipe him down.
The current number 2, like, that's unbelievable if they can do it, but only 1 round away. 4 kills make that. Apex picking up Glaive. Astralis scrambling. They don't know where this one's ending up. They don't know what's going on. 5v4, Dupree might want to have to call for some rotations, but he's only seen Shoxy. There's Zywoo spotted as well, but Nevera on the flank from the ramp finds him inside of the door. It is done, surely. There's no way back in. Device might be able to catch Shoxy, looking the wrong way. Shox the master of the L-bend, and it's a 5-on-2 with the bomb planted to close the first map.
Nevera here, trying to be the man to close it, but it's going to be Apex to seal the deal. Vitality 16-2 Astralis on Astralis. With a nice setup here, at least, to enable that fast rotation of Glaive, Magisk has been spotted, but it's Device and dupreeh to open this round up. The two players that were elsewhere removed, and that first spearhead as well, moving into the site, taken out of the round. RPK shortly thereafter is also dropped, and so Astralis get the pistol.
But don't want to be too late. They could come around this corner at a moment's notice. Device is raring to go, waiting for any kind of sound cue. Here comes RPK. Flash not left yet. Device wins the fight, gets a triple. The flash blinds him as he runs away, but that's absolutely fine. That's fantastic. That's exactly what Astralis needed.
Oh, shots. Not a nice spot to be in, and Device will delete him. Nevera left up alone.
Yeah.
Device is going to deal with him. On for the ace there for Device. Now, you know, that's another sentiment that I think we can get behind. And Astralis, right, they don't want to go out with a whimper. They don't want this to just end in this fashion. And so they're trying to claw their way back into this series. With Device starting to build a bit of confidence, build a bit of money. That AWP is going to come out right away.
It's down. RPK is flashed and he runs in. Glaive with a nade, and we'll go deep. RPK is getting awfully close, and Glaive can't hit the killing blow. Finally comes through, but he's low on ammo. Shocks with a trade. Device backed up at the corner. This is the perfect position for the AWP, but they know that he is still here. Do they want to trifle with the best? Device? Nice shot. Bomb dropped. Can't follow up, and will concede the site to
back in the site. Flashed out of the angle, gives a bit of room over to dupreeh. However, there's this swing, and dupreeh picks it up. It's now ZywOo in a 1 versus 3. Wildfire on the AWP. And a wildfire in the heart. There's the first. dupreeh taken out of the round. Device now posted up. ZywOo gonna have to go toe-to-toe versus Denmark's best.
Oh.
And the nade does deal with Magisk. Time's run out for Device, and so he's just running away. He'll keep the flawless KD, but Vitality get their first on the board, and it's all on the keeps Vitality off of the angle. Device versus ZywOo could come in through middle, but
Astralis shifting in formation. They've moved everyone over. They already know it's not going to be a B play. A nice shot from Device. Gap in the smoke, and he exploits it to its fullest advantage. Trying to follow up, but they've already jumped over the car. So good at a 4-on-2 with all the util coming back up from Cat.
And RPK's just dead in the water. ZywOo, couple of missed shots, isn't going to get given many more chances. In with another repeat, and that's where Magisk gets the better of him. A 4th on the board for Astralis, and still
past it. And talking of which, it's a long cross with no smokes due to just not having the utility. Glaive caught jumping. Apex with this shot. Device was drawn over to middle as he has been, and while he still catches that AWP battle against Nevera, the cross comes through. The bomb's on the site again.
ZywOo's found the AWP at car. He's at least got that. And Apex gonna be the man to make this engagement happen at short. Taps the head off of Zip. Now ZywOo's here as well, and Magisk is caught in the fray, but wrapping through long is dupreeh. And while that's going down, Device bests Apex.
Hinge smoke is a fake to feign an Xbox jump. ZywOo posting for Device, who hits the shot. The head-to-head finally won, and he flicks back as RPK goes wide. The AWP picked up and dealt a deathly blow right back. Device is dead, and dupreeh is close at the door. He's going to try and move back in, try and not concede this site, get to the car, and the bomb gets dropped. It's Glaive killed by the AWP, but dupreeh keeping this round alive as Shocks comes in late to the party.
Yeah, very late indeed, right? But we've seen Shocks give us some absolutely phenomenal clutches. And, you know, to first provide that, you got to get past the clutch minister. Well, the clutch master is in, and there's Zip trying to make Astralis doubt themselves. dupreeh 1 shot away from certain death, but it's Magisk to beat him to the punch. Oh, Device with the unscope, and now he's low, and there is still ZywOo ready to come through those long doors. Zip should be able to save this round from getting out of hand, and he does deny the bomb plant. That's crucial. ZywOo with the backstab, and now a double up as well. Oh, ZywOo absolutely unchained as he's in with a 3rd. Now the AWP in his hands as well, from the hand cannon to the big old gun. This AWP now plugging in the numbers. This did not feel doable at all, but ZywOo is the man trying to make it look oh so easy, and with the deagle damage onto dupreeh, but thankfully
the Magisk. Device. Oh, misses his long Molotov. It bounces. Zip with his mow down in middle. What a shot. Killing both players.
So yeah, I'll take that, mate. I was only going for 1. Flash high. Glaive and Zip both looking short with that molly, really doing the damage, and everyone from Vitality is getting a little too toasty. Glaive with the utility.
Dupree posted, and pistols at a range shouldn't have a chance against this rifle. Vitality know they need to whittle down the opponent, and they push towards the spawn. Nivera wins that fight to Magis. He cannot catch a break, but the bomb has been planted, and this retake is well and truly underway.
Look at them as well, so willing to fight. This crossfire for these CT players. There's the push in, first man down, and now they try to follow up. They get stuck into CT, and suddenly it's all mopped up by Zip.
The smoke, tag him through the box. That's Zywoo's AWP coming to life, and Glaive backs up into the goose. Unleashed, but not for long. Nice trade from Zip, has to give up the site, and another advantage retake for Astralis. They haven't lost one of these yet.
This could be the one though, right? The numbers dwindling. It's a 2v4, Nivera and Zywoo, two of the young bloods that were meant to re-energize Vitality. Well, they now got to step up, make that just Zywoo. They always ask this man to clutch. They always ask him to do it, and he so often delivers. All power, no, not a third. It's down to Magisk again, and Zywoo's got to relive the past. Oh my word! Vitality onto 5, and that there, it's Zywoo delivering back-to-back rounds. Didn't feel doable in the beginning. Now there's a chance.
Yeah, fast out long for Astralis. RPK is holding strong, but he's only good for a single kill. Dupree gets that trade. Flash is good, and still fighting our Vitality 2 from the cross. Shox and Zywoo. The Device, not quite the AWP battle, but we talk about Zywoo. Device has been consistent. He's been holding up his mantle in this map so far. Can he keep that going? Zywoo swings, and Zywoo wins alongside Apex, who fights tooth and nail. Bomb dropped in the long side. No way to retrieve it. You got to fight your way through for Astralis, and while Device will deck one with a Glock, these USPs at range should be picking apart the Danes. 2-on-1 for Magisk. Again, left in another very difficult clutch, and he has not been good for them so far. At least Zywoo is dead. That's what he's telling himself. But Nivera looks to go through this smoke if Shox doesn't pick up the kill first. Vitality, in terms of utility, they actually get a run boost in. So straight into the maws of Vitality. There's the flash popping back. It does do good damage off of the spray of the MP9. RPK finds Magisk and Zip, both picking up the Deagle. And this one is done as can be. It's a flawless anti-eco as you would expect on a map such as Flash. Left in 1v1s against Zywoo, who is now sat on the ramp. They're running his way. He's got the AK, but he can't find the spray. Zip with the entry, a crucial kill.
As we've had to learn the hard way. However, they are without Zywoo, right? They are without the guy who's made all these rounds feel doable. And then there's Nivera. Cancelled out by Dupree. And into the 2v2. Dupree with the big taps up towards short. And there he is, celebrating at that 11th round. It's just so damn lethal. You got Device on one side, and then you got Dupree, that capable rifler who's so good in rounds just like this, right? Set up on Cat, that's his territory, his turf, and Vitality are not changing it.
That play for Astralis. Glaive getting pressured in middle. Shox drawing them in. Nivera dead immediately. Shox needs something on this B holder. It will have to be a save. Shox not able to save the day, and that should be a done round right there. Astralis with 2 for 1 inside of B. And a bomb plant to find them 12.
Yeah, considering, right?
Bit of, not even conditioning, but just Astralis trying to fix problems that eventually left. Find that out. RPK tucked at the corner. Zywoo coming in for support. The flash blinds Magisk, but he still gets away with a kill. And Apex and Zywoo both pick up trades. It's nice stuff from Magisk, who's had a quiet performance, showing up in a big way. Apex caught on the cross. That walk smoked off. No kills offered up. Shox, that's a massive one, as it will give Vitality hope yet again.
Oh, this fight, it matters so much. Glaive was looking for it, but now he might regret ever showing his hand. Zip, 1v2. Are we going to get it? We've had a game of classics. We've had a game of everyone doing what we're used to seeing, and this time it's Shox on the other side. Wait, they're about to discover the big green gun in his hands, and Dupree with the instant opener. Zywoo's gone, mate, and now we look at Apex to try and be this hero, to try and be the man, to put a stop to Astralis, but he can't hold his own. It's Magisk having a resurgence. He's been quiet all damn game, and suddenly in these last few rounds, just coming alive. Nivera now left, he drops down. He gets out of there, he plays CT. Nivera given room, jumping down, and Zip blinded, but it's still the round for Astralis. Astralis don't know it yet, but they are walking into the most stacked site that they could. Dupree boosted up above this smoke, but not the freebie onto Nevera. RPK down in the pit, offering up one hell of a fight, and Astralis don't like what they see, but Device will deal with him. Now a man close, also caught in the fray. Back of the site, it's ZywOo, the only hope for the A-bomb site now, and Glaive bests him in the head-to-head. Shox doesn't quite drop the bomb, and Glaive is now given his chance at the clutch. Spots Apex at long, but with time being the factor here, he needs these kills. And there's the first, but Apex with the immediate trade.
Late long lurk as Zip has the Glock coming out on his own.
Oh, misflick from ZywOo, but it's mopped up by Apex, and now RPK can rain these flashes over to assist. The flash assists come through, and RPK is wizened to that long play. Bit of a duel down through mid, and ZywOo comes in late. He knows that he wants to make a difference here. They've already lost Apex out through long, and so ZywOo's feeling that pressure to take the advantage back. There's the freebie onto Magisk, but piece by piece, the rest of Vitality.
And now they're going to try and spam him through the smoke. Can he kill Glaive? No. The bomb makes its way to the site safely. ZywOo posted for a pick onto Dupree, keeps things even keel. The bomb can't cross with these Molotovs down, and the nade could spell disaster. Astralis, a taste of their own medicine as Device is left in a clutch, and ZywOo looks for the ace.
Nevera's going to steal it away, but that is such an important round. It's a big ZywOo. Thanks to these long smokes coming out, they decide, all right, we're going to have to set up, we're going to have to play retake, but it's Device's Deagle to open up this round. Astralis, they needed this one, right? They don't want to give over map and series point to Vitality. There's Nevera delivering with his P250. Apex has been deleted. Glaive catches Nevera, and now Astralis, one of the best teams in the game. They're going to get it done. ZywOo with a double molly kill. It's not enough. Best of Vitality to try and hold on, but RPK will deliver. And now as they go back, they accidentally throw themselves potentially into the arms of this double AWP setup. Nevera has just left B, but look at ZywOo wrapping into top mid, and the game is afoot. Dupree with the trade at least. ZywOo out of the round, and overtime still on the cards. 30 seconds. Dupree with a big kill onto Nevera. Not normally the AWPer, but there he is, going blow for blow with Vitality's second AWP. Apex good for the kill onto Device, and now time is of the essence for Dupree. If he doesn't win this 1v2, this game's in overtime, and that's Vitality back in this one. He's going to the site with 2 players in it, and time is of the essence. It's a lock-in. We're going to overtime. Vitality, they get
one of the games of the year. It wasn't even the game of the tournament. Nevera trying to give us something in tunnels. He's shot, he's missed. Glaive has an opener. B is open, but he backs up into Shoxy. Long control, denied by Apex through the smoke, and RPK peeks out to close. It's Vitality taking the first.
On the offensive, right, to now having to play defense. They were just looking to keep that lead up. And immediately, but Nevera here on this secondary AWP, he's not a man to be trifled with. In a team with ZywOo, it's hard to even get a mention, but Nevera has been looking good on that secondary AWP. Dupree going up and over, cancels him out, and now Shox has to make some kind of heroic stand, but he can't. Instead, ZywOo, first point of rotation, and the double up is in. He's put this back in favor of Vitality. These flashbangs line up this utility to come in from middle. They deal with RPK, but ZywOo and Apex are still fighting. They're still in this one. The molly forcing Magisk to swing a little wider, a little more out into the open. ZywOo onto the other AWP, and that weapon switch comes back to betray him. Zip with the double up.
Dropped into spawn for Shox. He walks right past Magisk, who is heard. He hits a nade. Now it's a mid to B. Shox catches that rotate. It's only Glaive in the site. Magisk and Glaive gone, and Vitality a masterful split into B. Astralis never knew what hit him.
Shox isn't even waiting to try and deal with these players, but yeah, that's where he gets put to an end. Device left up in the 1v4, and this is a save, right? You never want to save an OT, and they give him no choice. They hunt him down. Shox again with the lurk, and once again, he's taking heads off. He's finding success. Magisk is just a lurk magnet. Zip will at least trade it. However, while all this has been going on, this A site is now compromised. Glaive dropping the molly to try and slow them down, but that's not going to stop the onslaught. That will from dupreeh at least, and now a 3-on-3 open. Maybe a chance for Astralis after all. Nevera gives up that peak, and through the long smoke goes Glaive, but to his demise, it's left to Apex in the 1v2 to try and get it to overtime, and he's going to do it. 3 in the round, 18-18.
In the meantime, Glaive can set up to play retake on this site. Device with the opener. Lug gets a kill. Device doubling down with a Molotov on the plat as well to the boxes.
Really wants this kill, and he knows what a difference maker it could be. He's going to get it, rewarded for that patience. Glaive emerging on the flank, and they put so much faith in that flank from Glaive. They were hoping that that was going to be the difference maker. That was meant to be the play that sets them up for this retake, and in the end, all it's done is make them worse off. Magisk, oh, poor Magisk, all alone, up through CT and blindsided by Apex at long. Vitality on the rotating A player, they've changed their mind. They know this A site is weaker as a result. Glaive has got to do the impossible, and he'll double up. We're into the 3-on-3. Cat now hanging in the balance for Vitality, but that bomb is dropped out in the open. They're on a rescue and recovery mission. Zip is trapped alone in the bomb site, but he does have Glaive rotating up through the CT spawn, and he keeps taking heads off. The bomb's gone down, and it's from bad to worse for Vitality. Nevera.
And around, it's unwinnable for Nevera. He's going to run for the kills, just doing what he can, but all in all, it looks impossible, and it really should be. 2 seconds, and Magic shuts it down. That was terrifying for a second. Fast out long, Nevera leading the charge. There's a triple play, quad play in fact, with a player in the pick. Glaive peeks out with a flash, and they're all blinded. RBK dead. Nevera trying to hunt the trade, cannot do so, and his team swing off the back of it. It's a mop-up, it's a mow-down. It's a 20th round for Astralis. Of something new in the third map, Inferno. Nevera's double scope. They're peeking him from lower and upper at the same time. ZywOo's pushing B, but he gets a pickup. Magis finding that opener with the AWP. Again, this double AWP is the solution, and Device is the problem inside of B. That might be it. It's leading by example for Apex. That's what he's got to do in an impossible 1v4.
This might be it. This is Astralis surely solidifying that third map, keeping themselves out of elimination unless Apex has anything to say. But we so often say retaking this B site a man down. It's not doable, and Magis makes it so. What a recovery from Astralis from an embarrassing new. ZywOo, the sheriff of this B-bomb site. Apex dueling from dark. ZywOo CZ is only good for 1, and now Apex needs help. He's calling for assistance. He's calling for anyone, and Nevera tries to be that hero, but instead he's made this round harder for the rest of Vitality.
Oh, hey, Masuta, no pressure. Subbed in for the third map of this series. He better be warm and ready to go. Not clearing Device, and he'll clean the round. Astralis.
Cool. Well, then let's play B, and if they do fake this, if they do come back into this B site, then we're there. And here's the hold. You're running in with 10 seconds left into a stacked B-bomb site, and no kills have come through for Astralis yet. It's ugly, it's messy, and they're getting chased down by Team Vitality. Just like that, the round goes in favor of the Frenchman, and they even lose dupreeh.
30 seconds. Vitality, they're going to hear the feet rumbling and tumbling right round the corner. Nevera with a wallbang headshot, and there's more where that came from. dupreeh tagged as well. It's a B push coming through. Vitality know where this one's going, and it shouldn't be too much of a task to clean it up. 5 alive, gifted over to the tank. Unmoving, unwavering, and patient in the apartments. Masuta picked up. RBK swings in for the bomb, and that is now under his control. Astralis are given the bomb back under their hand. Will this kill go the way of Magis? Yes. So Astralis hold on to B. If they can get that bomb back to the site, it's only Nevera to stop them. Glaive has a well-timed lurk, but no kills being offered up with Apex tucked. Nevera with the swing regains Banana, and Astralis are forced into A.
7 points of health, but he's able to draw the attention in, and as I say that, Device takes his head off through the smoke, but they still don't know about Apex, who's sneaky in the graveyard. Device is looking warm, and it falls to Nevera. The young gun, the brother has screamed to take some heads off now. Flash keeps him out of this bomb site for the time being. He's going to drop a smoke. He's trying to be a hero. He's trying to make a big play, but he doesn't spot Device crouched down in the pit.
It's a well-timed retreat from Vitality, but oh dear, RBK caught with nades for the middle. Device gets a B pick at the same second, and even though the bomb is back in spawn, Astralis defaulting.
Magic should discover this anyway. Doesn't matter, they're fasting up through mid. Oh dear, Astralis might have just dug their own graves. They've gone into the stack site. They had an empty B site. 10 seconds time might be the problem. Masuta with the hold of a lifetime. There it is, into the crossfire. And Masuta hot off the bench. He was
anchoring pit right now alone. Crossfire with Nivera on the site. They're going to commit. Nivera not cleared. Glaive doesn't know. He's running into a Molotov. The deagle spam does something, but it's still RPK holding strong and dropping the bomb. Plenty of time, and Glaive is stuck behind enemy lines. Do they know?
He's up on the bike trying to ride this one to victory. There's the first, but both players already up short-sided. Glaive is not aware. There's a couple of warning shots. And oh, you don't give Glaive a warning. Oh, he gets them all. It's Glaive from the pit, locking in another
to not reach playoffs. Almost feels uncanny, but still available, still contestable. This, on the other hand, could be Vitality's third event win in a row. And that's what they're gunning for, ending the year on the high, keeping the #1 spot and denying Astralis even a leg into those playoffs. His pistols are proving to be a problem as Apex D's down Device through the wall. His second shot of the round, and RPK finds Dupree. Guns given over, but two unretrievable. The top of Banana.
Oh, but feigning this idea that, yeah, it's me. I'm the guy that was here to begin with. And ZywOo never even peeked. Now he emerges. And that is a...
The two, but... will they be able to get through ZywOo, who finds the first? Device is gone. Quick pop flash to line his teammate back up for a fight. He's going to run through the smoke. ZywOo doubles up. That's a great hold from him. He's bought time for RPK. Will the quad be checked again? No one's looking back. Turn for Zip and a quick kill for RPK, but the cover is there as Magist keeps the trade intact. And Masuta left in another very difficult clutch, but he's got the util. He's got the kit. Does he have the respect of Astralis, who aren't sticking this bomb yet?
Yeah, they're waiting to see what he's bringing to the table. And Masuta right now does get spotted. Still looking to fight. Ooh. Still forcing the issue, making it Astralis' problem. And standings now needs to show why. And in he goes, making his presence known. He knows where Dupree is now, but it's Dupree fast on the trigger. His rotations that much more is now the real hit, the real essence of this round goes in towards B. And with those two kills found right away, it's an immediate save call for Vitality. Astralis, they are looking relentless. They have channeled that champion mindset that we talk about, and they're picking up steam. They've had a lot of, kind of, you look at it and it's not the same Astralis that you knew and loved. Well, right.
But he wants info, and he wants kills, and he might get them as they re-aggress in middle.
Oh, Device just peeling off the angle. That gives a bit of room to Nivera. There's that killing blow to Zip. And now the rotation for him, B-Wood, that is the right call to make. Well met by Nivera as he starts to move around to help out ZywOo. ZywOo here. Actually, the bomb's going back. They're heading back towards the A site. This is a last split-second decision. And Masuta hears the footsteps, but blindsided by Dupree. And now we look to one man, RPK, only good for one. Doesn't buy enough time. It's a bomb plant in for Astralis. 3-on-2 to close out this half in the post plant.
At that point, Vitality is setting up to aggress down mid. They're setting up to retake B. They don't even know it's coming right back to them. And now they've got to do it against the AWP posted in the site. The molly may have burnt him out, but Device still stands tall.
Nivera waiting, given a chance, but the unscope, the timing, and now ZywOo might have to learn the hard way what guys like Simple have known for ages. You can be as good as you like, but getting past these set pieces, these strategies, takes far more than one man.
Yeah, reboost for Zip above what will be a CT-sided smoke for Vitality. They've got a nade. That could kill someone here on the B-bomb side. Where's it going to go in through? Nivera throwing it high. That's a quick tap. ZywOo goodbye. Dupree waiting for Zip to strike, and good damage off of the HE. Finds everyone for Astralis.
Bombing question. RPK, the man tasked with getting a hold of it, but he's not keen on running into those bullets that are volleying their way through the smoke. Masuta will give them a little bit of room, a bit of a chance, but you still have to get past Dupree, because when you find Device, his old mate And Dupree is often close behind, and this bomb is still in the prying eyes of Astralis. RPK never retrieved it, so that's now him and ZywOo's problem for a later date, and Glaive just won't give it up. He's relentless. The bomb belongs to Astralis. Nevera all alone, and while these players are low, the one that's caused so much turmoil for Vitality is the man in this corner. Glaive with the jump shot, locks it in. Nevera flashing him in over the half wall. There's RPK with the peak, but the flash is dodged. Nobody's blind. And that advantage now narrowly kept in favor of Vitality by Apex.
Yeah, running right back to middle, though. Dupree's pushed the smoke. He's realized this one's clear. Telling his team to be wary of what will be an A take and device with the one rifle. Dupree does retrieve one at the top of B, but they're already charging through the apartments. Magis dropping pit side. He hears them. The molly goes out. They're coming from short. He can't swing. Surely ZywOo dead, but there's the trade lined up on Nevera, and Device with the spray, dropping the bomb, and the hopes and dreams of Vitality up against the bonus round. The two rifles, Apex can't find the first, and that looked done. That looked like a Vitality.
And some way, somehow get back into this. The flashes are good. Top banana control contested, but the fight is waned. It's given over to Vitality. There's the response. Apex trading. Keeps it all even, keeps the 4v4 open, and the A play, the true nature of this round, now looking to come through, but 3 strong here. Device is a little ways away, but Dupree offering up a hell of a hold. Now the wrap from Device, and this might be the deal sealed. Nevera needs to do something incredible, and it's not going to happen. Magis down in the pit puts 15 on that board for Astralis, now 1 away.
Already considering deep in the speedway, shuffling backwards step by step. A minute on the clock, and Vitality lining up the execute.
And it all comes down to a B play, a hope that you can break this B site down. But Glaive is already here, flashing them, holding them back, just delaying anything. And into the smoke goes Glaive, and down goes Vitality. Astralis lock it in, and they now have taken that crown off the head of Vitality. They're eyeing it up. They're eyeing up this first place as they get to the playoffs.